Ta-da! Yeah, I think that sleeves are gonna be big enough. Yep. Let's make a coffee now. So I still have a little bit of scraps, and this I love. This is the part of the wax print. So this is the piece of fabric that I have done with the t-shirts. I like the placement of these guys in here. I just pin seam to seam and then the middle to the middle. And then what I do is I carry on finding the middle points and pinning them. Let's start with what I wanted to do in the first place. I wore this dress a few times in the channel here. It is from Zara. And I wore it many times. I have it for many years. It's quite a comfortable dress, and I think it fits me nicely. But it is very old, so I decided to make a replacement. In the previous videos, you can see me wearing like a blue plaid dress. I copied it from this dress as well. It's a really nice dress, and I wear it quite a lot. But it's not, the fabric is not as stretchy as t-shirt fabric. So when I thought of doing another t-shirt upcycle, I thought I really want to remake this dress. I want to start building the wardrobe that I want to wear. And I wore that dress a lot. I wear this dress a lot. So I decided to make my own fabric and create some really cool graffiti style fabrics with just t-shirts and another jersey fabric that I had in my stash. So to that extent, I've already started creating panels of fabric with a black t-shirt that I had, a super dry t-shirt, and this cute little bunny fabric that I have in my stash for years, and this pink. I'm really happy that I chose to use the pink fabric because it really is not me. It's always blue for me. So this color combination is definitely totally out of my comfort zone. But I think it works. I've already done a couple of panels and I can't wait for you to see it. So I'm going to put it together and I'm going to see if I have enough fabric for everything. So this is the piece of fabric that I have done with the t-shirts. I like the placement of these guys in here. And that's the first panel I've made. And the second panel. I'm going to make enough fabric to create the front and back of the dress. I still need to make more fabric out of these scraps. So this is what I've got. I haven't put the green, but I don't think I am. I think I'm going to play with the grays and the pinks and black. So I'm trying to make myself a pattern. And in the spirit of upcycling, I've decided to use the ends of a wallpaper roll that we didn't get to use in the wall. Obviously, I'm going to make a pattern for the front and back of the dress and the sleeve and then waistband. And I'm going to try to make not just one, but a few dresses because it's a very practical and lovely dress. This is looking really cool. Pardon my mess. How cool is that? I love the graphic. I love the graffitis and I love the graphic colors. I even use the pocket here. I love it. I'm gonna finish it. I absolutely love it. Put the black sleeves and I've done the tie. I can't go back. It hasn't got pockets, it's too thin. The fabric is too thin for pockets. But I really like the graphic. I still need to do the neckline and I need to do the bottom as well. Yeah, it's super comfortable. I like the tights in black and the sleeves in black. The only thing is that I think the sleeves are way too long in here for me. So I might just do that. I might just put a pin where I want to, where the shoulder is. I think if I put the pin there and I just move the sleeve a little bit higher, yeah, I think it will look nicer. But I absolutely love the fabric. It looks like it's done on purpose. You can see the prints, and you can see the other fabrics. And you can even see the label here. The tie just makes it like, it gives it a shape. Yeah, I like it. Let's finish it. I absolutely love the fabric. It's the one thing I like the most. It's super comfortable. I wanted to upcycle 3 shirts, t-shirts, and I did 2 blacks, this one, and the gray, this one here, the gray and green. I think it's really lovely. Do you like it? So I hope you enjoy it. I absolutely love the print, as I said. I finished the neckline with a green bias tape, and I fixed the shoulder because it was way too low here. But the one thing I love the most is how comfortable it is, and the fact that I used 3 t-shirts. I upcycled the whole 3 t-shirts. Actually, that's not 100% true. This is what is left of the 3rd t-shirt that I brought to take the sleeves and the sash. I'm really happy that I upcycled 3 t-shirts and 2 pieces of fabric. I still have few bit and pieces scraps, but very little. I might make something with it as well. But I'm really happy. I hope you enjoy it. I'll be bringing more new videos very soon. And if you did like this one and I like the fabric, there will be more coming up, upcycled t-shirts into something else. So if you like them, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Then I have this white shirt that I bought, I don't even know, from Zara. It's not something I ever wear. I'm not wearing it. I had it in my wardrobe for a long, long time. But I was thinking, what if instead of being a shirt, it's a dress? And what if I have some fun with this? So this is a vintage shade that I thrifted not long ago. And I love the colors. I don't know where it's from. It might be IKEA. I don't know. If I cut the top and then I make myself like a skirt, a long skirt with gathers or pleats. I like pleats myself more than gathers. So what if just below the chest, I like an empire line, and then make myself a skirt with this, and then the sleeves. I see how I want to get the sleeves done, but I was thinking maybe to do that. So let's get on with it. So this is a loss of fabric. I think what I might do is I might use half, fold the sheet in half, and then just use, yeah, because I quite like long. Maybe use, I don't know if I want to use all of this gathered in here, because that's quite a lot of fabric. There's quite a lot of fabric here. And it's quite thick fabric. I don't know if I might do the whole length twice, or maybe 1.5 times. But isn't that beautiful fabric? Absolutely love it. This one should be pretty simple. That's the shirt. I just cut it on the same length of the green top. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the sides a little bit like the green top, and then gather the blue fabric. Search both edges and stitch it together. So it shouldn't be more than an hour, she says. Famous last words. I have shown how to do this many times, but for the sake of this video, let me show you again. So I just cut the length of the fabric that I wanted from the sheets. And I decided I was going to use the whole width. So what I do is I just pin seam to seam and then the middle to the middle. And then what I do is I carry on finding the middle points and pinning them. And the same on the other side. And then in here, do the same thing, find the middle point to the middle point, more or less, pin it. And then what you do is you do a pleat going towards the center. So in the center, they should go towards the center. And then from there on, they should go towards the side. So then I pin this one here. And then this one goes the same towards the center. There's like a box pleat here. And then these ones, I will pin it here again. And then either start making smaller tip or just go like that and do bigger ones sideways. So the center ones go to the center and then the rest go to the side. Same on the back.
It's our set.
Super cool Indonesian batik cotton men's shirt. I think the creamy yellow part of it is part of the batik system. But I'm so excited because I'm going to be upcycling this one. And I want to make a dress. But I'm going to make a different dress to the one that I did with the Hawaiian shirt. I love that dress and I already wore it once going out. So that was a nice dress. And I want to make like a really easy, cool and breezy summer dress. So that's what we're doing with this one. Okay, so these are my options for the shirt. I love this one. It's a bit bright because the back, like the base of the shirt is more creamy and it has those beautiful yellowy, I think it's got to do with the batik itself. I think that's what it is. But anyway, the white on the checkered on the gingham is quite bright. So I'm not sure. I do like them together though. Then there is this lovely, lovely vintage fabric that I've had in my stash for a long time, waiting for something special. This one is warmer, so it goes nice and warm with the shirt. The base of this one is a bit lighter than the base on this one. And I think they're both cottons, and I think they kind of look cute together. What do you think? I have one more option. Okay, so this is my last option. This is what I call the grown-up version, because if I was a grown-up, I think I would have chosen this one. I'm still in two minds of which one I'm going to use. I love this one because if you can see, this kind of beautiful brownish color goes nicely with the shirt. See? They go really nice together. I love the fact that it's a plaid. I love the fact that it's a plaid, so it kind of really breaks the abstract print from the shirt. Which one? I kind of like the creamy one. Oh, okay, hold on. I'm going to do a poll in my community tab and see if anybody's interested on commenting, because I really would like to know what you think. These are my two favorite ones. I think I'm more for the creamy one. I'm going to put a poll in the community tab. I just cut the back of the shirt. This is the whole panel from the back. This is the inside of the shirt, and this is the back. The outside. And I feel like I really like the inside because you can actually see more of the detail of what I think it is the wax process for doing the wax print. You can actually even see the lines where the blocks, I guess, they were. I love it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it in half. See, they're going up here and then they're going down. So I'm going to cut in half and put them both right side up and then place the pattern so I can have both sleeves as voluminous as possible. So I Frankenstein some pieces of fabric together. You can almost not see the seam. I mean, it's here, but it's so busy that it's probably fine. So I put these two pieces together to give myself a much more voluminous sleeve. I'm going to cut them out now and cut the rest of the dress and put it together. I mean, it's there. It is there, but I think it's perfectly fine. I don't think you can see it because this follow through. I think it's fine. Ta-da! Yeah, I think that sleeves are gonna be big enough. Yep. Let's make a coffee now. Okay, so what I've done here is lay a skirt that I also have to mend because it doesn't fit me properly, but it's an A-line skirt. So what I'm gonna do is I laid the bodice piece and then added the skirt to give myself the shape that I want for the dress. So I'm just gonna cut it like that and then do the other side. Yeah, it's a way of creating your own patterns. You know, I'm gonna have to give it to you. I actually think these two look beautiful together. That's the sleeve and that's the front. I'm gonna be sewing it together now. So yeah, let's stitch it together and get myself a dress in the next hour or so. I just wanted to ask you for a favor. My analytics says that around 70% of people that watches my videos are not subscribed. And yet they are returning viewers. If you like this kind of content, I would appreciate it if you subscribe. So thank you. Now let's get this done. I've done the bias tape neckline and I've done the hems of the sleeves. I really love the combination. It fits very nicely, but I'm thinking I don't like how long and bleh it is at the bottom. So I'm gonna cut it around here, I think, and add the ruffle to make it a little bit more interesting. These are the offcuts from the front and back of the dress. You can see that's the neckline. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attach these pieces together, cut it straight here, and then use the whole of the length. This is what the A-line skirt shape goes to. So I'm just gonna pair it together and just make it maybe a little bit less deep, maybe like that, and cut this bit and then attach it to this one and make myself, see? So just like that, from there, like that, and make myself a nice belt and chopping this thing off. So I just stitch it and I'm gonna chop it off a little bit, but I'm gonna show you how I do the corner. I just literally cut the fabric and make it thinner right on the corner so I can turn it around properly. And I might do a top stitch once I have turned it around just to see if it will make it better. I left it open this little bit, so I'm just gonna turn the whole thing around and then just probably hook the corner with a little crochet hook or something just to push the whole corner up. jump scare you. When I went through and I was looking at everything, I saw these things and I thought, oh, no. Do you remember 2020? Do you remember the year that was written by Stephen King? I'm going to show you this, but I'm going to do something nice with it. So don't get scared. This is a kit to make those things that we needed to use on that year. I'm not even going to go there. What I really like from them, I have 4 in total. I've already opened 2 of them for the fabric and the thread. So anyway, I thought, what a horrible memory of the past. Let's open them up, take everything away, match the fabrics together and do something cool with it. So you can see these are the exactly same color with 2 different prints. Then these 2 are exactly the same color as well with 2 different prints. The birds and the doggies, which is also the same color. I'm going to be mixing them all up and see if I want to go by the color or I want to go by the print, because I like the polka dots together. So I like these 2 together as well. So I don't know if I want to do that and then maybe add one of the other ones to go together. I don't know. The colors are all very nice. Enough procrastinating. And I'm going to show you what I've done. I've done nothing. Oh, God. Right, I'm going to show you. Hold on. So these are the old colors I have. I've been putting things together, and I come up with this. I like the combination of these 2 reds because it has a little bit of a blue on the birds. After messing around with all the fabrics, which ones I want to put on together, I decided that if I was to put all of the fabrics in one piece to make a dress or a blouse or whatever, I will not be wearing it because it's too many different colors. I mean, they really go nicely together, but I don't want to mix them all up in one item. What I've decided is, you know, the black top that I did with the pillowcases, the Rengland, I still want to be manipulating that pattern to see if I can carry on creating different things. So I still want to create the Rengland look, but I want to do a dress. Obviously, I don't have enough fabric for that. So I've gone through my stash and I found this beautiful blue cotton. The fabric has lots of texture and I really, really like it. So I was thinking, what if I use it as the front and back of the Rengland dress? And then I stitch these 2 together and make the sleeves with this color. These are the fabrics that I have left. And they kind of combine beautifully together, the 2 blues and a little bit of the green there. They look really nicely together. So I'm thinking I might put them together and find another piece of fabric and make something else with them. Because I really like the polka dots. I really like the polka dots, the blue and the gray polka dots. So I'm thinking maybe stitch them together and do something with those. And maybe those and them, or I don't know, I'll see. But for now, I'm just going to be using the red fabric. So I'm not going to pretend that I know what I'm doing. I've seen this on a video, in a few sewing videos. So if you want to put volume in your sleeve, you cut it all the way to the neckline, more or less. I mean, to be perfectly honest, these people would put it on a different paper and do another pattern, but I don't have time for that. I do, but I don't care. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to see if I could make the sleeve. I try not to disturb the neckline there. And that's the front and that's the back of the sleeve. And I think it looks very pretty. So let's see if it works. I just wanted to show you how I do the neckline. What I do is I paint the bias tape all around the neckline, and then in here, just at the point where they meet, I just lift up a little bit. I put a pin in here. So I stitch this first, chop it off, and then pin it back down into the neckline, and then sew it all around. And that's the easiest way I can do my neckline. I was so keen to show you how to put the bias tape that I didn't realize I put it on the wrong side. So now it's on the wrong side instead of on the right side. So do as I say, know as I do. It's exactly the same thing, but I'm now gonna have to unpick it and then do it on this side. Yeah.
It's our sense.
The fabric is actually stitched at the back to bring these tiny little dots. Oh, look, I just cut the sleeve and look, it looks like somebody's already fixed it. This is a beautiful soft pink. I have two pieces of this fabric. I cannot tell you how unusual it is for me to pick this. There's this beautiful dusty pinks and this kind of toned down greens and browns. And I just thought it was gorgeous. It has the most adorable coconut buttons. For my US audience, you're probably going to laugh at me, but it is made in Hawaii. And for me, it is such a treat because growing up, whenever I pick up Hawaiian shirt in Spain or in the UK even, it's always kind of Hawaiian shirt, but it's made elsewhere. So for me, it was kind of a special having a Hawaiian shirt made in Hawaii. That kind of tickled me. And I thought, okay, it's a sign. It's a beautiful fabric, beautiful print, and I need to do something with it. So I have two alternatives to combine with this shirt. My first choice is this double gauze with gold polka dots. I made this blouse when I was making my tablecloth, embroidered tablecloth top, and I wasn't sure about the pattern, so I did a mock-up. And this mock-up, I put way too much fabric into it, too much ease everywhere, so it's way too big. And I knew I wasn't gonna wear it. I could garnish the fabric from here, enough fabric to give me maybe part of the top, and then use the shirt to make myself the skirt of the dress. My second choice is I have a couple of lengths of this. It's not double gauze, but it's also cotton, minus the metal print, of course. I have two pieces of this fabric that I thrifted from a thrift store that is now gone in Amsterdam in the Harveststraat called Gideon Italian there. And he's gone. I used to pick so much from him. Anyway, I have two pieces. I have this piece, which is not much. It's like maybe 50 centimeters wide by 140, I guess. And then I have this one, which is probably around 1 meter. I think with a metallic gold, it gives a much nicer, a more feminine look to the shirt. So, sorry, to the dress. I'm going to be making a dress. So what I want to make is this dress. This dress is the latest Burda magazine. It's from June. I just bought it yesterday. I don't know why, but it tickles me. Made in Hawaii. Look at how lovely this fabric is. I love this green. This is a beautiful soft pink. It's a lovely print. As Hawaiian shirts go, I think this is my favorite ever. So looking at the front of the shirt, it has a pleat coming from the shoulder, and so it doesn't line properly flat. So I'm gonna try to open it, but considering that there's a little bit of a fading of the color here, chances are that the inside fabric is gonna be darker than the outside. So I'm gonna try to pick it and see what will happen. This is just my iron, for whatever reason, getting a little bit fed up and spewing some water. So this is the front panel of the bodice, and obviously it has this extra piece, so take it all like that, then finish this edge, and then fold it like that, and that will be the edge of your blouse. But I'm going to use the buttons because I really like them. So the idea would be to put it in here and use as much of that edge as possible because I quite like the buttons. So that's my panel. And I'm just going to use the edge of the buttons. Is on the grain? No. Do I care? Nope. Oh, look, I just cut this leaf and look, it looks like somebody's already fixed it. Maybe it was too big because it looks like this is not the original shoulder. And definitely not the original hem. Maybe that's why there's a pleat at the front, isn't it? Maybe they're trying to take out some of the volume on the shirt. Yeah, definitely. Look, it looks like it's being already worked on. Imagine that somebody worked on it once to make it more useful for someone, and now I'm working on it to make it useful for myself. So this is the inside of the back yoke of the shirt. And as I said, I really love the logo. It's a 4XL at the end. I really love the logo. I think it's super cute. This is my piece for the waist front panel. And as I say, I think it's way too big. So I might need to cut it a little bit anyway. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to see, because it's just skipping the same amount of fabric here. I have to double this one anyway, but this one is already done. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'm going to fold it like that and see how much of this fabric I can take. I know that it is not big enough, but I actually think this is way too much for me anyway. And then I will have that in the front of my dress, which I think is kind of cute. So the dress is made in Hawaii and the Netherlands. So I've been going forwards and backwards about what to do with the other side of the bodice. And I actually do like one side with the fabric and the other side with the gold little feathers. And look at this. This is already finished. I already have the finished edge of this blouse. And then I'm just going to do the second side with this. And I really, really like the combination like that. I've already cut the front band. This is all going to have a pleat here and then gather here. And then that's the band. And I actually think I really like it like that. So I'm going to do it like that. One side, one color, one side, the other. I have made some decisions. I cut the pocket. I know some of you are screaming. I'm sorry. Now, what I'm going to use is, this is the rest of the shirt. Let's see if I can get it all in the frame. That's the rest of the shirt. So this is the edge. This is where I took the first front from it. What I might do is I might cut from the here all the way to the seam. I might add a piece of the golden leaves fabric here because it's the opposite side of the bodice piece. And I might actually see if this is enough length, is enough width for the skirt. So I'm gonna get on repairing this, and I'll see if I need to put some more panels to make it a bit wider, or I'm happy with this amount of width. Let's see. So I didn't have enough for the back, so I think this is the top and the top bit from the back of the shirt. So I have attached it to this piece of fabric, and now I'm gonna take the back pattern from it. It's supposed to have a zipper. I am terrible with zippers, so let's see how that works. It's actually kind of sweet that it's half of and half, and then it goes to meet up with the front with this side as well. Isn't that shiny? I love these cute little golden leaves. And then there's these little dots that the fabric is actually stitched at the back to bring these tiny little dots. This fabric feels like, double gauze. But imagine it's just a one. And then it has that thread thing. So that kind of cottony fabric. I love the metallic leaves. And yeah, it's super cute. I am harvesting every single piece that I can. So this is the top pocket part. And I still need the back piece of the waistband. Obviously, this has to be on the fold, and this has to be doubled up. But what I'm thinking is I don't have enough fabric to do both. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut and attach it on this end here, and then I'm gonna back it with a different fabric, maybe with a gold one or a piece of white fabric, whatever. But I just wanted to show you that I opened both of the darts that were here in the shoulder. It's not been fixed for a long time because there's no decoloration between the fabric outside and the fabric inside the dart. I just ironed it, and don't know if you can still see the dots. But I think whenever this shirt got fixed, it's not that long ago. But to be perfectly honest, there's not much left. That's my back pattern. I decided to not put the zipper in there. If I need, I will put a zipper on the side or some buttons or something. So I have cut all of the pieces. This is my last one, which is the back waistband. And that is all left. That's all there is left from the shirt. So it's the collar that I couldn't use. And little bits and pieces. And let me see if I can find it. Oh. And this is the top. This is the top of the pocket that I took off the fabric. So it won't be bulky. So that's all there is left from the shirt. That was a really, really good use of the fabric. So I don't know how much of that I recorded, but I've done a few modifications after I try it on. The first modification I've done was the neck was pulling my neck. It was kind of weird, and it felt like this was way too big, the shoulder. So I just done a couple of pleats on the front. I'll show you when I wear it, when I tried it on. Here and here, just so I can, I don't know, it was just pulling on my neck too much. And then the back was pulling too much too. So I cut this wedge from the neck. I hope I didn't cut too much. We shall see. And in here, I just went ahead and cut the bands without measuring myself. So note to self, never to do that. And I have to create a little triangle to give myself a little bit more fabric. Also, this is, as I expected, way too thick. So I'm gonna check where the label is. Oh, it's quite high up actually. So maybe I might go down here because I quite like the label and I quite like to keep it. But yeah, I have to create a new triangle on the sides. I have to iron it all. But I have to create a new triangle because the band was way too tight on me. And once I've cut it, I cut it. And I'm working with a shirt, so limited amount of fabric. So I just pinned the portion of the skirt to the bust just to show you. It is quite short. It obviously is just a shirt, so there's only so much fabric. I really like it, and I really like this panel that I made. I think it looks lovely with the gold fabric, but I'm not sure what to do because I think if I put the bottom, I could do like a ruffle at the. Oh, I could do that. I could do like a really lovely ruffle right at the bottom of the skirt with the golden fabric, and then just do some pleats or something and attach this to the vest, the bodice. Sorry, I'm tired and my words are hard. They're coming hard. So what do you think? Shall I put the fabric in here and drop the skirt and keep the hem as it is of the dress? So have a much bigger, thicker band of gold on the middle of the dress, or shall I make a ruffle at the bottom of the skirt to make a dress? Okay, so this is how it looks right now. Obviously, the mannequin is a lot smaller than me, but I really love this. I really love this, and I just put it on to see if I like to put like a little bit more thicker here of gold, or to make a ruffle at the bottom. And I think I might just leave it like that and then put the ruffle at the bottom and make the dress. I was borderline thinking whether to make this a skirt into a dress or actually leave it as a blouse. Another thing is this is pulling quite a lot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the armhole a little bit more pronounced, because as I'm walking, this kind of pulls quite a bit. So I'm just gonna open it up a little bit, then attach the original sleeves. At the moment, it looks like a hot mess, but I promise you, it actually fits me once I've done the modifications, and I promise you, it won't look this bad. So let's see. So this happens to me quite often. This shoulder, I put the sleeve on this, and I think it looks really nice. I think the sleeve is lovely, but it's so annoying, this drop shoulder on me. I mean, I cut the armhole a little bit because it was pulling, but the drop shoulder is just doesn't do it for me. So my shoulder really stays here, which is like a good 3.5 centimeters. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to bring the sleeve back into here. Let's see, I'm gonna try to lift it and bring the sleeve here. See how it looks? It looks a lot better like that. So like that is kind of, it makes me wider and I don't need any help on that. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna make the armhole much narrower. I thought about it when I was taking the pattern out of the magazine, and I thought, I'm not sure how this is gonna pan out, and I didn't do anything about it. So now I have to rectify. From now I'm gonna be using my bodice, the one that I've used for many of my tops, that actually fits me and is super comfortable, because this is not good. I mean, you can see it like that. It's just wrong. It's in the wrong position. So it needs to go all the way up here. But that's going to be a job for tomorrow, because I'm very tired and it's an absolutely gorgeous day. So I'm going to go for a walk and prepare dinner. So I shall see you tomorrow. Bye. So I just draw a line to my new shoulder, and I'll cut the front first, and then I'll cut the back, leaving the back to be bigger than the front. And then with this wedge, I'll place it on the other shoulder, and I'll make exactly the same cut. And then I place the sleeves. Hopefully it will hit me on the shoulder properly. So a normal human being would have put a gather stitch around the sleeve to put it there. But I am a human being, but I'm not very normal. So I just put all of the pins in there, and I'm just going to stitch it like that. Yep. Because I like to make myself a harder job for myself. I have a bit of a quandrum in here. So I'm going to stitch the skirt close here. And this is the piece that I added. I'll show you in a minute. But I realized that the buttons, this is the button of the shirt. So I have these two buttons left, but I don't have buttons for the top because they're here. So my question is, shall I take these two buttons and move them towards the top? And then shall I replace them with some of the buttons? Or shall I just put them on the top and then stitch it all the way down? What do you think? I'm stitching the button skirt underneath the stitch from the original shirt, because I don't fancy cutting anything else. So I'm keeping everything, and then this will be open like that. I love the combination of these two fabrics. It's really pretty. So it doesn't look very nice, but the top and the bottom are now done. All I need to do is to stitch them together. Made in Hawaii and in the Netherlands. This is by far the nicest upcycle I've made. The dress looks absolutely gorgeous. I am really happy. I love the patchwork. I love the little details that I've made. I kept the coconut buttons because they're super cute. I kept the original sleeves because they're actually quite voluminous, quite big. I made a golden bias tape at the back of the neck. That was the only opening I have to fix because the front, well, you saw what I did in the front. I would say the patchwork here is really thought through. I'm really happy. I used almost the whole length of the blouse, the shirt. I patchwork pieces of fabric to make myself panels, like the back panel. And this panel here, that it was to, basically I cut that part, this belongs here, and I cut it off to put it there. Therefore, that was a lack of fabric. So I patchwork a little bit of the golden leaves fabric, and I actually think, on and on, I actually think it looks better for it. But I'm really happy with it. So let's try it on. And I'm just going to say goodbye now. So if you guys like the video, please like, comment, let me know what you thought of the video. Like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Is more to do with how to make something super easy that you could wear, that you could make in the summer, in the winter, in the autumn, any season, with different fabrics. And it's a dress that is super versatile. If I were to start sewing from the very beginning and I wanted to do a garment, this is the dress I will make. Of all the items that I have sewn, I think a pinafore type of dress is the best kind of dresses that you could do from a beginner. I made this dress with a very silky jersey fabric. I made this dress with the same pattern that I made the purple, the green. They are so different. I will style it in a bit to show you how cool they look like. What I wanted to show you is how versatile a pattern can be. This is literally a pattern from the front and a pattern from the back. It has drop sleeves, and you can make it with any fabric. This is made with a super stretchy 4-way fabric, but the pattern itself was for a woven fabric. Having said that, when I made it, I could have probably reduced the size of the pattern a little bit, because it's not the same thing with a woven fabric that with a stretchy fabric. It stretches, so it doesn't need so much ease. But it still looks amazing, and it's a great layering piece for the autumn. I wanted to share with you an account called Textile Mixologist. This lady has the most amazing, I mean, the name is perfect, Textile Mixologist, because she mixes all sort of textiles, all sort of prints, colors, amazing stuff. I mean, her collection, I don't know if she owns every piece, but boy, am I jealous. Everything is amazing. Also, the confidence of just wearing color and print. I love color and print. Every time I go buying fabric, my eyes always go for a lovely prints and colors and everything. And then I feel sometimes a little bit, wearing them. Like my green dress with the African Ankara fabric, that dress, you wouldn't believe how many compliments I've got this summer, because it was such a lovely summer and I wore it like so many times. And almost every time I wore it, I had a compliment on that dress. And it kind of gives you confidence and it makes you think, oh, I should really wear more fabric, more dresses like this, more fabrics that are happier, because I think it does really change your mood. So today, inspired by the textile mixologist, I have this beautiful, crazy, beautiful fuchsia. What do you call it? Fuchsia color. It looks different it looks a little bit brighter in the screen. It's like a pink, purpley pink. It's very, very nice. So today, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get one of a pattern, a bodice for the dress, almost anything. And I have here a pattern for a sleeve. I don't even think that they go together, but I'm gonna add more volume to this sleeve. And also the pattern that I have is not quite this one, but very similar. And it has a very, very drop shoulder. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to manipulate that, because I want the shoulder to be a much shorter and the sleeve to go up here. Hopefully I have enough of this fabric to make it like to the elbow sleeves, bodice, and then with a fuller skirt. If I don't have enough fabric for the pockets, I make the pockets out of a different fabric. It doesn't really matter too much to me. But I'm hoping that I'm going to be wearing this dress in the autumn, and I could show you today how awful the rain is. So for a horrible rainy day like today, I think it will be awesome to go out on a dress like that, and then maybe wear a cardigan or a jacket or a coat that's a little bit darker in brown or black or whatever, and it tones down a little bit. But when you take it off, boom, it's all happy fabrics again. Okay, so I have cut the front and back the same way as the original pattern. I have a sleeve pattern there. I put a pin to teach me what is the front and what's the back, so they're both the same. Anyway, I cut it the armhole originally as it was on my original dress, but I'm gonna try it on and then see if I want to put the sleeve. What I've done with the rest of the fabric is I fold it in half, and I'm gonna put all of that fabric around the waist. So I will be pleating it around the waist here. Sorry, the light keep on changing. Sorry, these colors are difficult to film. So yes, this is a 2-meter fabric, but it's very, very wide. I am doing what you're not supposed to do. I have cut the front and back of the bodice in on grain, and now I have cut the skirt across grain. And since the fabric is super stretchy both ways, I don't think it's gonna make any difference. I have enough fabric here to do the sleeves and the pockets. So 2 meters, if you are vertically challenged like me, you should be able to make a dress out of that. Okay, so I'm gonna go off paste here. This is the original armhole, and already sewn it together and stitched it. What I'm gonna do is I am actually gonna place on the piece of fabric that I have left, and I'm gonna freestyle, freehand a sleeve that's coming from the armhole, and then it gets gradually smaller. I'm gonna do that and see how it feels, just to show you there's no magic to this at all. So let's do that. This piece of fabric is all I have for the sleeves and the pockets. But as I say, if I don't have enough for the pockets, I will do
I will do them in a different fabric. Okay, so I think that might be long enough because this is a drop shoulder. So, and the fabric is folded, so just to go around the armhole, I'm literally just gonna cut it like that and then put it back down here and copy it to make the second sleeve. And I have a freehand pocket piece. You can see that I did a pocket and then I thought, no, it's not big enough, so I made it bigger. Anyway, let's see how this goes. So I reckon I'm coming from here, kind of, let's put it like that. Like that. So I'm going to attach it there. I'm going to have to move you. Hold on. I'm giving myself a bit more. That's it. Right, I'm going to go a bit like that. Right, I'm going to sew it and see how it is. And before I cut the second one. Okay, it's sewn together. I tried it. I'm not going to show you now because I'm going to show you at the end. It's not the best, but I think it's absolutely perfectly fine. It kind of goes up a little bit. I should have pointed down a little bit, but it doesn't matter. It's because I should have done it in an angle like that. It doesn't matter. I'm happy with it. It looks okay on. I'm going to cut the other one. I'm going to cut the pockets if I have a fabric. I'm going to make the skirt. I'm going to put it all together. This feels really, really nice. It's like a viscose knit. Is it called punto di Roma? Or punti di Roma? Something like that. And yeah, it is a very luxurious fabric. Gorgeous. It feels really, really nice. Yeah, I bought this fabric in my Utrecht fabric market. I have a video. I put the link so you can see it. So I managed to get the 4 pockets, but look at what I've done here. One of them was a little, the fabric was folded and didn't realize. So one of the pockets is going to be a little bit smaller, I guess. But anyway, because that's all I've got left. And I don't care to pin a piece for it. So this one is going to be, this one is going to be round. And this one is going to have a funny shape. I don't care. Let's put them to the fabric, to the skirt. I have done my top. I slimmed down the sleeves a little bit, and I'll show you when I have them on. I'm gonna finish the neckline first because it's gonna be easier to do it when it's just the top, that instead of moving everything with the skirt on. It's quite heavy actually. This is quite heavy, lovely, you know, heft to the material. So yeah, I think I might do the neckline first. I'm gonna see if I can find some really cool shiny bias tape. I have this blue one, and I have, oh, is this, oh, green. Shall we try the green one? Shall we try the green one? Yeah, it is. It is also bias tape. It's shiny bias tape. I like to put a contrast because why not? So last time I went to the thrift store, I did a killing. Look at this. This one is lovely blue. Then I have the normal kind of bronze one that I always use. Then I have this lovely green. But look at what I just found. Perfect match. Just because I found the perfect match, I'm going to be using this one. I mean, I would have put this one happily because that's the way I like to make things. But yeah, I'm going to go. This is a beautiful lilac or rose lilac-y. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for this one. Okay, I just want to show you on the front, this is the skirt and this is the top. And at the front, I've done like a pleated, a box pleat, I think it's called. So once you turn it around, the pleats will, I'll show you when it's done, of course. But when you turn it around, the pleats will go against each other, kind of forward inside. I don't know how to explain it. It will kind of fold to the middle. Yes, that's it. The fabric of the skirt will fall to the middle. So this is what it looks like. The side, the pleats goes toward the side. Obviously, it looks the opposite here because this is inside. At the back, I didn't bother. At the back, I just put them all one side. And let me show you. This is the, hold on. Okay. This is the bias tape. I'm kind of glad that I picked, yeah, I'm kind of glad that I picked a color that looks just like the dress. I mean, I would have been fine with the green, to be honest. Anyway, let me finish this and then the hemming of the sleeves, and I'm done.
It's our set.
This is the pleat that I was telling you. I kind of missed the center, but I don't mind. It's mine. So, and that's the sleeve. It possibly could do with a little bit being a little bit narrower, and I might still do a pleat here. I'll try it on and you can see. Now, I don't know if you noticed that at the back of this cardigan, I have worn it so many times that every time I sit down, it makes a mark. So this fabric is all marked at the bottom. So I got a new fabric to make myself like a small jacket. Hold on. I have gone through my stash and I found this sweatshirt, which is black. In the screen looks gray, but it is black, a true black. So I'm gonna try to make this cardigan, but shorter, so I don't get this thing here. I'm trying to manipulate it. Instead of having the pockets on the side, I'm gonna try to have like a big patch pockets at the front, and I'm trying to see if I can make it a little bit less bulky on the sides and on the sleeves. Also, no need for the middle sleeve. I think I might put the patterns together and make one piece. In the long sleeves here, I think they are a little bit too long. I mean, too wide still. I rectified the pattern a little bit, but I think it's a little bit too much. So what I might still do is do like a little pleat here, like a similar things here, but on the side here, and just close it a little bit. I think it will look really nice. I'm really happy with having done this dress. The drop of the fabric is really nice. I'm really happy with it. On the video it looks like they're two different shines, but the thing is the two sizes are so the same that I have to put a pin on the front end just to see what was the first one. So I'm not even sure if all of them were like that. But anyway, I feel like it needs like a big necklace, like a big chunky necklace. And I was explaining to you that I will be making some jewelry. So I think I have enough embroidery with beads that I might put together and be like a big chunky necklace for this. I'm also making a lovely green shawl, a crochet. I think it's called the viral crochet shawl, and that is a beautiful alpaca, and I think that green will look amazing with this and the other two tops.
It's our set.
I am the type of person that pays compliments to strangers. A couple of weeks ago, I was in Amsterdam Central, and off a train, this lady came out. She looked so chic, so beautiful. She has the most simple of the dresses, yet it was so smart and chic. I can't say anything else because she just looked very elegant and effortless. So she was wearing like a sleeveless black cotton dress, and very simple but so pretty. And it had like a bodice, simple bodice. Maybe it had like something floaty around here, and then it had the like skirt similar to the skirts I make, just a skirt with a ruffle at the bottom and a nice big bow, all black cotton. And it just looks so, it fitted her beautifully. And she had this beautiful coral necklace and a straw bag. And I don't remember the shoes, probably tennis shoes, because everybody wears trainers, you know. Anyway, she looked amazing, and I just said, "Oh wow, I love your dress." And she just had this big fat smile and looked at me and said, "Oh, thank you, I appreciate that." And then she just went off him, you know. And I kept on licking a little bit because I thought, I really want to make one. So I remember I have this beautiful tulip printed men's shirt. I got it because of the print. It's just so stunning. Absolutely gorgeous. It's cotton, but it has the tiniest little bit of it's like elasticine. It's still a bobbin, but with a little bit of elasticine, enough to be actually quite comfortable when you move around. It moves with you, is what I'm saying. And I thought I really want to make, or trying to make, the dress that I saw on that lady, but with the bodice with this. Even though I love her dress and I thought she looked amazing, I don't know if I want to have too much black going on. And since I've got this beautiful blouse shirt, I thought I have a go at doing this. This is supposed to be a very easy remake. I am gonna make the bodice out of this bodice, actually tailor the bodice of this shirt without the sleeves, and then just make myself a skirt with some of this cotton that I have. This is a duvet, a cotton 100% duvet, beautiful fabric. And I'm gonna make the skirt with a ruffle at the bottom, and I'm gonna make myself a belt as well. I'm gonna see if I could utilize some of the button of the shirt for the belt. So the belt, it might be either all of it or with this fabric and the black cotton. So let's make the lovely pinafore type of dress from the lady in the Amsterdam station. So this is how it fits at the moment. It's actually quite a lot of room. It's a very male fit, obviously. That's the back. It's quite a lot of fabric here. I don't know if you can see with all there's quite a lot of fabric here. And first things I'm gonna do is to get the sleeves off. I think the lady had something going on in the neck. I don't know if it was some fancies or something. So I'm gonna leave this for now and see how I feel. I don't normally like it, and this is quite stiff, this one. But I'm gonna take the sleeves off and basically do them from here. Do like a fairly big armhole, and then try it on and see what it looks like with the skirt. I already cut the pieces of the skirt, so this is the first half and this is the second half. I'm going to be doing the skirt first, and then I'll put it on the level. And I'm hoping, I didn't measure anything, so I just went and I cut the fabric. I need to cut the fabric for the belt. But yeah, I can't wait to take these sleeves off. They're not great. As I'm putting this shirt on, it's a man's shirt, so I keep on trying to button up the ones. It's kind of weird. But yeah, let's see how it goes. I am really excited about this. I have this shirt for the longest time, not knowing what I wanted to do. And so I hope this project is worthy of this shirt. Let's cut it off and see how I feel. So I tried the shirt, and this is where my shoulder ends. I'm gonna be cutting a little wedge but I'm gonna leave like 1 centimeter because I'm gonna finish it with a bias tape. It's the easiest way of finishing it. And also it's quite big, so I'm gonna be shorten it sideways a little bit as well. So I'm gonna copy that on the second half. I've already cut it, but I think I might have to cut a little bit more. I cut it a little longer than I need it, so I can use the skirt, put the skirt on and see how it feels. But yeah, that is the what I'm gonna do for the shoulders and the sides. You know, every time I say this should be easy, you should have a drink. So much for trying to do something quickly. Anyway, I'm gonna show you what I have to do. I've got it up inside out because I'm gonna put a dart for the bust, and I need to reduce the size quite a bit in here as well. So the armhole is quite big, so I need to close it a little bit, and it's too big. I also have to cut the bag, the size of the bag. It was too low as well. So I'm gonna do all of this. So I'm gonna do all this adjustment, the dart and the sides, and then put the skirt on. Yeah, this is what happens when you think you could just winging it and oh, I'll just cut the top off and just put a skirt and I'll be done. Nope. It makes no much sense right now. It's like a tent, a black tent. Right, this is the frilly that I need to put at the bottom, and that's the skirt. So I'm gonna put my headphones on and just sew. The only way that you can get the bodies to fit to you properly is by doing lots of fittings. I have taken quite a bit of the back panel here. Let me see if I can show you here. I have taken quite a bit. It was about 2 centimeters in total of the back because it was way too long. So I've done that, and I've done the darts, and shorten the sides. And now all I've got to do is put the bias tape on the armhole. I ran out of black, so metallic gray it is. So I'm about to stitch the skirt to the bodice, and I just wanted to show you what I've done here. I cut the original vistas facing of the shirt, going towards the waistband. This is what the buttons are in the front, and I cut it and insert it so there won't be so much bulk in here. I think it's still too long, the bodice on me, but I'm planning to wear it with a belt, so I'm leaving it a little bit lower on my body. I've already hemmed the whole bottom because it was so long. I thought it's going to be so much difficult with all of the fabric, the skirt, the dress, everything. So I just go ahead and did that first. I hope I'm not going to regret it. And that is it with the belt. Let me get away a bit. So that is it with the belt. I actually really, really love it. I'm very happy with it. Let's try it on. Let me get a bit closer. What I might do, this is how it looks without. It's actually quite loose. I didn't tie it too much. The armholes are quite big because autumn is coming. I'm gonna wear a top underneath, like a black top or something. I've done the belt with the little around the corner of the belt. And what I might do is, because it's quite wide, I might stitch it to the side, or have like something like a little, how you call it, you know, these things in the side for the belt anyway, so it won't move from there. What do you think? I absolutely love it. I know I keep on saying this is my favorite, but this is I'm very happy with it.
It's our set.
It's so cool. I really love all the pieces of fabric that I've been attaching. One very rainy Saturday afternoon, I decided to piece together a whole bunch of fabrics that I had and make just some fabric with little scraps that I had. I chose black, white, and this super cool African print wax. It has a lots of, it looks like fire. It has reds and yellows and black and white. And then I chose whatever scraps of black and white I had. I love making this kind of crazy patchwork. I used one of the panels to make my daughter a fleece. So what I've done is I removed the logo of the fleece that she didn't like. And I think I might have a picture. I put it here. And I then carry on making fabric. I love using every single scrap of fabric, putting it together. And it is a process, it's quite meditative for me. So I get like a couple of pieces and I start, and I thought, oh, this one looks nice here. And then this one looks nice here. And then I end up with a bigger, large piece of fabric. I show you all the pieces that I made. Ever since then, and this is quite a few months ago now, ever since then, I haven't had a project to make something with these pieces. I think having done the last video that I made, I released this week, I have an idea of maybe making some really cool spring dresses. And I think these fabrics will look amazing. I will have to line them because I wasn't really particularly precious about what to finish the seams. I just was in the mood of making fabric. So what am I gonna do is, I think I have like a really soft pale pink cotton, very thin cotton, and I might use that as the backing. I don't have any darker color, so I'm gonna have to do with what I've got. The bodice that I had from the last jacket video that I made is actually a blouse. So I'm gonna be using, and it fits nice. So I'm gonna be using that bodice and probably the sleeves. I might alter the sleeves a little bit and then extend it into a long dress and into a maxi dress. Okay, so this is the longest piece I have. I love this fire. It's so cool. I really love all the pieces of fabric that I've been attaching. I have other pieces. Some of them are a little bit more wide than others. This one has some clothing, and this is a newspaper print. I don't have much of that left. It has a little bit more cream. This one is a bit more white, but I still have smaller pieces that I could put together to make. These are like, this is how I started my blog. I start with I like this piece, then I paste this one, then I put something. It's almost like a carving log, a carving log quilt pattern thingy. But I mostly just attach whatever I like next to it, and whatever pieces, you know, go well with whatever. So I still have a little bit of scraps, and this I love. This is the part of the wax print, and I still have a few black pieces and a few more white, and this one is kind of gray. But what am I gonna do is I'm gonna try to attach some of this and make more fabric to at least cover the front and back of the bodice and maybe the sleeves. But I did go to the market a few weeks back, and they were selling this beautiful, it's almost seersucker, but it's not. It's it has a texture, cotton, beautiful gigant, black and white. And this one this one actually has a little bit of silver coming through. The fabric has a really nice, a lovely, you know, drape, and it's cotton. He say 100% cotton. It can't be because it has the metallic thread, but it does feel very soft and beautiful. So minus the metallic thread, I think it probably is cotton. And this one is definitely cotton. It's a beautiful fabric. So I'm thinking somehow either mix and match these two ginghams and make the dress first. And then when I'm happy with what the dress looks like, then maybe use this one for the bodice and then use maybe one of them for the skirt, because I don't have enough of this fabric to make the whole dress. So I see where I am. I'm going to make myself a coffee and think about what I'm doing, because I love all of them together. I might make a dress with this first and then make a dress with this, and I quite like this and this maybe, or this and that. We'll see. I have to search all of the sides because I wanted to come undone, but anyway, it's now done. So that's my front. I gave it a lot more ease at the sides because I want like a looser fit. And then I have the two sleeves and the bag. And as I told you, I made a mistake on the bag and I have to fix it, put an extra piece in here. It doesn't really matter to me. It is what it is. But yeah, I'm gonna put it together as a bodice and then gonna have lunch. I'm hungry. I'm gonna say something though. This fabric is alive. Oh my God, it was so hard to sew and to search. It wouldn't stop moving. Anyway, always, whatever you do, make sure you iron as you go along. It's quite nice. It fits, the fabric feels very beautiful. So now I'm gonna have lunch, but when I come back, I'm gonna try to see how I put this fabric, the rest of the fabric, as the skirt. I might, these are the two rectangles that I have left. So I think what I might do is to either use the other black and white gingham fabric for the skirt, or I started pleating these two rectangles and make the skirt. But I'm gonna try to get some pockets as well, because I think every dress deserves some pockets. But after that, the fit feels really nice. So I think I'm gonna crack on with patchwork fabric, which is what I wanted to do in the first place. Okay, I lied. What happened is I have lunch, and as I was having my lunch, a lovely pumpkin soup, by the way, it was very nice. After having my lunch, all I could think of was the patchwork fabric. So I changed my plans. What I'm gonna do is I will finish this vest. I will finish it, but I'm gonna finish it as a peplum top. And I'm gonna do it as a peplum top because that's what I fancy doing. I don't fancy a dress. I wore it, I tried it on, it feels nice, but I don't fancy the whole dress. I'm a little bit upset with that fabric. It's just alive, it moves, it's very annoying. So all I could think of was my beautiful patchwork that I made so long ago. So I'm going to show you the pieces that I have at the moment, and how much fabric I need to make to have the front and back, at least for now. And then I found, hold on, I found the rest of the Ankara, the wax print fabric. I didn't think I had it, but I went through all of my curtains and I found it. It's obviously, this is just the Ankara fabric, which is beautiful. I love it. I washed it a couple of times to make it a little softer, and it is really as soft as it can get, I think. But anyway, I thinking I'm doing the skirt with that, and I know one of the pieces of fabric that I like the most is this one, and it has everything. It has quilting cottons here and here, and it even has a shirt, parts of a shirt that I cut a while back. It has like a lace imitation quilting cottons, and and it has other cottons and other fabrics. But because of the Ankara, has already quite a bit of a variation. It looks like fire and then black as well. I think I might be able to get away with having the top with this fabric that I made, and then trying to make the skirt with this. This bigger piece on the top is big enough to give me the bodice. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to piece up. So I'm gonna see how I can piece these ones to make the bag, and I'm gonna make the front. And I'm gonna line that because all the insides are not really that nice. So I'm gonna line the bodice, and that's what I fancy doing right now. I want to show you. This is a little remnant from cutting of the neckline, I think. Yeah, the neckline of the back, I think it is, of the front. I don't know. Anyway, there's a little, the front. There's a little pieces that are left from there. I want to show you about how I go about using my pieces of fabric and how I go about my patchwork. So what I'm trying to do here is as much as I can to trying to make a straight line. So basically, I have this edge here, and what I'm gonna do is this is the one of the back panels, one of the pieces that I'm gonna use for the back anyway. And what I'm gonna do is I'm literally just gonna stitch it here, and then I'm gonna do the same thing with this one and stitch it whatever I need to do just to make a fabric big enough. And then what I do is I attach it to this one and I take the back. And that's how I go about creating my new patchwork, my pieces of patchwork. If you really want to see how I go about it, I have a cushion patchwork that I've done with some wools. I'll put it in the description if you're interested to see how I do my patchwork. But I generally love, this is one of my meditation things that I do. I just keep little scrap fabrics, choose some colors, and I just go ahead and sew them together. So this is the back fabric. I've done enough to have enough fabric to make the bag. Use the lining of the bag to cut the piece. Okay. And that's my piece. Okay, so that's the front, that's the back. And I'm just gonna attach it to the lining, attach the sides and the lining. And I decided to make the sleeves with some of the Ankara fabric, the what I will call from now on the fire fabric. So that's where we at. I've done the top, and I'm gonna call it a day and go and enjoy today's day because it's 25 degrees. So I'm gonna have a nice walk around and a drink with my partner. I shall see you tomorrow. Bye. So today's day 2 of me making these dresses. This is kind of the middle of the video, and I have changed my mind so many times that I'm thinking I might start here and tell you what I did and what I'm gonna do. So on my last video, I put together a whole compilation of inspiration for patchwork dresses because I wanted to do like a mini collection for patchwork dresses for the spring summer. I have beautiful fabrics, but I didn't have enough of any of the fabrics to make something. So I thought I combine them all together because they are on the nice color scheme. So they were all unusually for me, black and white and kind of orangey fire. I'll show you in a minute. Yesterday, I started doing the bodices and checking if they feel well. And they did. They fit fine, comfortable, they look good. But I keep on changing my mind because this fabric, it is a menace to sew. It is alive. It moves around. I was like really angry. I don't even know how I'm going to finish the neckline because I think it's overstretched. Yesterday, I thought I'm going to leave it as a peplum top, which is, I really like it. I really like the fit. It's comfortable, but it looks smart. But last night, I was still thinking about this fabric that I really wanted to use in combination with this other fabric. And then I thought of this dress that I made last year. I'll show you. This dress, I wear it a lot because it's quite comfortable and it looks nice. And I like the two-tier skirt. So that's the plan for today. I'm going to make 2 tiers, but I'm going to make them different. I'll show you how I'll make it different. That's the skirt. The top part of the skirt is the big gingham and the bottom is the normal one. But what I've done differently is that the bottom is just stitched to the top, so it's the same length. I haven't done like another ruffle on the top, so I'm gonna ruffle this bit to the bodice, but the skirt is gonna be all one length, no more volume added here, and of course pockets. And I put them straight, as in proper down, because amount of times I've sewed them upside down. I don't know if I should say it, but it's been a few times. Anyway, let me stitch these two together and then attach it to the top, and that should be done. And this is the simple black and white one. I really like the combination of the two ginghams. This is how you could do a patchwork, but in a much bigger scale. I'm trying to show you the most small scale with the black and white patchwork. And then this would be if you have a few yards of one on the other and you don't have enough to make it. I've been going forwards and backwards about the skirt. I absolutely love this fabric. I think it's beautiful. And I love all the patchwork that I've done for the top. But I actually think that the patchwork gets a little lost if I was to put this kind of skirt on the top. I love the little neckline. I think it's beautifully finished, lined with that pink fabric. I love the details. I love like this thing here. Even the, the little pieces of patchwork. I love it. And I love the sleeves. I've made the sleeves of this fabric and I think it's beautiful. But I keep on going and second guessing myself about the skirt. I think if I put this skirt in here, it'll be a bit much. So I need to stop now because I have other things to do today, but I don't know. I don't know what to do. What do you guys think? Please give me a comment below because I really don't know. What about I was thinking, what about maybe just making the skirt black, just one solid black color. So then the all of the patchwork will, be shown nicer. I think it gets lost in here. And hold on. This is the back. This is the back. Look how beautiful it is. I love the patchwork and I love that fabric, but I think two of them together is a bit much. I'm thinking I might go and get some solid black fabric and do the skirt in black. I really don't know what to do because I absolutely love the patchwork on the top. I also love the back and I love the sleeves, but I think the skirt is just too much. I'm going to leave this video for this design here, but I really would like to hear your suggestions because, I'm all alone in here and I could do with somebody's idea. Let me know what you think. I'll show you the black and white one though, the gingham one. That one turned out cute. So I'm already wearing it. but I forgot I didn't have an intro. In this video, we're gonna make a super simple dress that I'm wearing that is gorgeous. So I'm gonna show you how I did it. You know the Ankara African prints coming like 5 meters, or I don't know if it's 5 meters or 5 yards, but either way it's a lot of fabric. In this one in here, I didn't have enough fabric, so you can see I have to put a wedge in here. This was a sample for me to make. I've done in a little peak like that, and they're fairly long, so they're gonna do like a really nice bow. So to make the new pattern, all I've done is these are the pieces that I've done for my the pink tunic that I did in the channel a while back, and all I'm doing now is creating the pattern again, but all in one piece again. I'm going to decide what sort of a skirt I'm going to put for this dress, but at the moment I'm just going to cut front and back and make myself a new pattern. Okay, so this I'm using the same pattern piece for the front and back. This is the neckline for the front, and this is the neckline from the back. And this is a super simple dress. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut all around here, and then I'm gonna go like an A line, and then just cut the skirt out of it. Okay, so I have cut one of my pieces. This is, at the moment, it's cut as the back because it has the really big neckline, but it's just the one piece of the dress. And then I don't have enough, that's what I've got left, but I didn't have enough to make the back piece in one go. So what I've done is I copied the skirt part, so it's double here. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to get some of the fabric and cut the bodice. But I'm actually going to make the other one, the one that is half and half, the back. And then I'm going to change this neckline to the front. Okay, so I'm going to recut the neckline for the front piece. And just go ahead and cut it. Okay. I might need to change this a little bit more. A little bit more rounder. That's it. Right. Okay, so super fast. I'm going to show you, I am kind of cut front and back. I show you how easy it was to do the pattern. Cut front and back, and I've got socks on. Oh, and this is the jacket from the video that I just finished a week ago or so. Anyway, so I cut the front and back. I show you that I have to stitch the top and the bottom for the back panel because I just didn't have enough fabric. But it is a super simple dress. I think it looks really nice, but I'm going to do a few modifications. First one is I'm going to put some really thick, wide ties to tie it at the front. And the second one is I don't like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create like a little dart at the back. I might go horizontally to remove some of the bulk here. I always have this problem with my bag. I think my torso is actually quite short. So what I might do is remove some fabric from here by removing some fabric from the top. If you can see here, that's the seam. It is really, really low at the bottom. So I might just remove quite a bit of fabric from the top. But at the same time, I'm going to put the tights, and then I'm going to finish all the armholes. So what I might do is actually put the ties at the side. So I might still open the side and stitch the ties in there. But it is super simple, and hopefully I'll finish it in the next hour or so. Then all I need to do is finish in the openings. So finish it here, I just do it with a bias tape because I like the look of it and the feel of it as well. And obviously the armholes and the bottom. I'm trying to mark 2 long rectangles to make the straps as long as I can for now. And if I need to cut them, a bit smaller, then I'll do that. But since this is the only piece of fabric I've got, I want to do as long as possible so I can get a nice couple of belts, right, and quite thick as well. Okay, so I cut two lengths as long as I could, fold it over and cut into a beak. So now what I need to do now is stitch it like this. I just need to stitch it like that, turn it around and attach it to each side. So one for each side of the dress. Okay, so these are my two ties. I've done in a little peak like that, and they're fairly long, so they're gonna do like a really nice bow in front of my dress. So now I've opened the dress in the seams, the side seams, and I'm gonna attach it inside. So hold on, let me show you. Okay, so all I'm gonna do now is put in each side inside. The dress is inside, as you can see, the seams. So I'm gonna put the tie in each side with the beak facing downwards. So I'm gonna get it inside the dress like that, with the beak facing downward, sorry. And then I'm just gonna stitch it in here. I'm gonna serge it together. I need to open this a little bit more, I think. And then I'm just gonna serge it like that. Actually, I might not open, but put like a little pleat here. I'm not 100% sure what I want to do, because I don't want to open the sides too much, I don't think. I might do that. I'm not going to show you the dress yet. I just try on. I am so happy. It looks so cool because I didn't do just a straight A line. I did a bit of a bamboo balloon kind of a skirt. And I didn't think it would fit me because I'm so round everywhere. But actually, I really, really like it. So I'm not going to show you yet. But I just wanted to show you this. I have this reel of bias tape that I've been using a lot. If you've been following my videos, you see this reel. Look at how much I've already used. I just wish I bought 6 or 7 of them because this color is gorgeous. Between this and the green emerald, I do all of my tops and dresses. Anyway, look at how beautiful it looks with this. I'm gonna finish the neckline and the armholes with this, and then finish the bottom on my machine. So let me finish that and I'll show you the dress. Okay, I think future me probably just did all the editing. I show you how I made it, and now I need to show you what I made. What do you think? I am in love. This is definitely gonna be my favorite dress of all times. I show you what I did. From the Ankara dress, from the Ankara green dress and one of the purple cotton dresses from last year, I have the same top, and I just extended it and made this. Well, you saw what I did, but this looks so nice on this kind of jersey fabric, so much so that I made another one, but I need to show you. What my problem is now is I put a little bit of a bubble kind of volume on the skirt, and I don't know if I like it. So I wanted to do a little bit more like kind of a balloon thing, but without a lot of volume. I could just shave it off. It's just a little bit here. I could just shave it off. But as I've been doing a couple of twiddling videos, I show you how it looks wrap up differently. I actually think with this fabric, I don't mind so much. But then I went and I used another lighter fabric. Let me show you what I did. Okay, I have not finished this one, and I'm going to show you why. But I wanted to put sleeves, because obviously that is a short sleeves. I like wearing it like a pinafore. I put some kind of t-shirt underneath, long sleeve, or a cardigan on top. And I'm going to be wearing that like today. It's a beautiful sunny day. It's cold, but it's a beautiful sunny day. Anyway, so I'm trying to do the sleeves. In this one in here, I didn't have enough fabric. So you can see I have to put a wedge in here. This was a sample for me to make. This is more like a jersey. It's more like a light t-shirt fabric. So it kind of obviously folds differently. I've done a few variations. For the tights, I've made them a little bit less wide and much longer. So I can wrap it up differently. So, as you can see, the dress has a little bit of a volume here, and I'm not sure because obviously this one has stripes. It's more obvious, and also I haven't ironed it because I show you why I got so disappointed last night. I was sewing it. I was so excited with it, and oh, another thing I've done is I didn't have enough fabric, so this strap goes in long straps, and this one I have to patch whatever I had left, and I've done it. And actually, I think it looks cool. Look. I like the fact that one it goes like vertically and the other one goes horizontally. I really like it. I really, really love this one. It's a much nicer, lighter summery. So for the summery one, I put long sleeves, and for the more wintry one, I have short sleeves because I am intelligent like that. Also, it was about the amount of fabric I had for each. So 3 things about this one. This one has a patching here, which I don't mind, to be perfectly honest. I'm patchwork queen and I love making patchwork clothing. It's too light, so I think I might have to shave that little bubble thing that I've made here. And also, I don't know if you can see, at the back, when I was stitching it, right at the end of it, there is a little snag on the fabric. And this is what happens when you buy secondhand fabrics. You should really have a good look at it. So I'll give you a little close up with it. I don't know what to do. It's at the back, it's not at the front. So I could possibly patch it up with a little bit of the same fabric and trying to make it not too obvious there's a patch, and then still use the dress because I'm finished it, obviously. I didn't finish. I was so upset last night when I saw it right at the end of sewing it, because of course. If I noticed, I would have maybe put it at the back at the bottom, but it is what it is. I do love the sleeve, the long sleeve version. Very simple to add up, almost like is it a trapezoid shape. I'll show you in whatever other one I will make, because I'm gonna be making this again, and I'm gonna show you why and how. But I do love this one. I do love how it fits. It feels super comfortable. And because I'm so busted, I kind of have to tie it up a little bit here. Otherwise, it looks like everything is a bit like a tent on me, and I don't like it. The chest almost makes a bit of a tent. If you are less busted, then it's okay. But with me, I like to put a little bit something that brings it back in again. And it's super comfortable. That's the nicest thing. Now, I want to show you something else. Okay, I just moved a little bit because I'm normally not this early in the morning in the studio, and the light is just streaming in and it's like blinding me a little bit. So anyway, after I've done the purple version, which I love, and this version, which not so much, you heard me. I decided, can I do this on woven fabrics, back to woven fabrics, because that's where I started again. So I made this little top. This is just a tunic with the same kind of pattern, so it's a little bit bubbly here. I think for the tunic, I'm definitely gonna have to shave off that bit here. Obviously, this is big because it's for me, it's my size. I used exactly the same pattern as this, but I'm trying to make it smaller. The problem with woven fabrics is that there's a lot more fabric here. So if I was to do the wrap up, I mean, it looks good on her because she's a lot smaller size, but on me, I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna have to put like a dart at the back or something like that. I think so. But then I thought about something else. Let me show you. I thought of just showing you what it looks like on me. Yeah, I think it's okay, but I don't think it fits me as well as the jersey one. And also I realized that I made another alteration on the strappy one. On the strappy one, I make a bigger neckline because I don't know why. I don't know what pattern I was using. I think the neckline already changed it, and I might have gone back to a previous version of the pattern. I don't know. So anyway, I wanted to show you what the tunic looked like. Now let me show you what I wanted to show you in the first place. Okay, I'm back on my purple dress because it's my favorite. I like it like that, crossover, and it just feels so comfortable, and yeah, I feel so nice on it. I mean, I don't know. I think it complements my figure. Do you remember this lovely? If you have been in the channel for a little longer, you will remember this one. This was one of the beautiful vests that I did, the top that I did with my patchwork. We used the fire, I say we because I asked you for advice on how to finish this because I wanted to make a dress. Oh my God, did I have replies. Thank you so much to everyone. Everybody was giving me advice on how to do it and what to do with it. But thank you. I haven't finished it yet because I've nothing really, sometimes you're not on the headspace for the thing. So I put it away, but I never forgot about it. This is I call it the fire fabric. It's African Ankara. It's an absolutely gorgeous fabric. And then I have a patchwork of many cottons made out of quilting cottons that I had. And bit and pieces. I show you the bag. The bag is a little bit more white. That has a little bit more white pieces from a dress that I had and some quilting cotton, some even newsprint fabric here from the quilt top that I never finished either. I will one day. And I realized that I still have the fabric, the fire fabric, what we call the fire fabric. Okay, the camera keep on dying because apparently I'm recording too much, so it keep on getting full. Let's get it started again. I think I was showing you, I have to do a whole thing and I can't remember what I was doing. But I show you the top. I might wear it in a minute so you can see. But I found some of the Ankara African fabric left. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love the red and black, and it's really not the colors I go for, but you can't deny it is absolutely gorgeous. So let me show you what the print is. It has these big black circles. So if I go like this, I find this a little bit too on the nose. I don't want to do any cultural appropriation. So I was thinking of doing the opposite, maybe getting these black circles on the side. So fold the fabric here and get the sides of the dress. Oh, I didn't tell you. I'm thinking of trying, because there's quite a lot of, it's a really nice drape fabric. So I'm thinking that maybe I should do this dress with this, try it anyway, and maybe put this black big hole here, it looks like a black hole, and then have the color on the side and the same thing, so then I have for the front and the back. So that's what I'm thinking of doing with this. So unfortunately it's not going to go for this type, for this top. So for this top, what I'm going to do is just get some nice and simple black cotton and do the skirt, and then maybe do this kind of wrap, but loose, not on the side, just have it as a belt and put it, and either have it looser like this or have it tight if I want it, or hinged on my waist. So today is a beautiful sunny day. I have a lot to do, but hopefully I'm going to be able to at least cut it and put it together to see. I still have another piece, so if I want to make, the Ankara African prints coming like 5 meters, or I don't know if it's 5 meters or 5 yards, but either way it's a lot of fabric. So can you tell it just by my coffee? I have enough to make the longer version if I wanted to. instead of doing this version, doing the longer version, but do it with a neckline of the white top. So the white and blue top. So yeah, the idea for today is to see if I can make this that was woven, back to knitting, back to woven, into a dress with the ties, and make the simplest dress. So I'm trying to stitch the black fabric, the fire fabric, and I didn't know where the circle was going. So I just put a pin in here to see if I will hold it, you know, to put the circle, that you can see the pin there, to get the circle right in the middle of it. So I'm just gonna cut it. It's long enough to get, gonna flatten it again and cut it. But yeah, I just wanted to show you all the things I needed to do. I just put a pin to see that this semicircle is exactly on my waist, you know. So yeah, let's get on with it. So I did finish, well, technically it's not finished. I need to finish all the openings, but I did do the black fire fabric. I love it. I didn't put as much volume. I reduced the seams just a tiny little bit to make it a little bit closer to my body. The way this fabric behaves is quite drapey, but at the same time has quite a bit of a body. It's an unusual fabric, to be honest. I can tidy up like this, and I can tidy up, hold on. I can tidy up just like this one here, normal like this. And I can tidy up, I made them long enough to tidy up like this. Now, remember I said to you I was gonna put these black things on the side? I was gonna, but what happened is I didn't have enough fabric. It was the tiniest little bit as well, but no, I just couldn't make it. So I decided to do it like this. And at the back, it's not centered either because I didn't have, it's like an off center a little bit. Also, I didn't have enough fabric for the tights and the longer sleeves. But I think this fabric will look lovely for the summer dress anyway. So, or I could just put a jacket on top and it'll be perfectly fine. I absolutely love it. You know, this curve that I said that I put on because I wanted to do like a bit of a balloon. I don't dislike it so much. In the video, I feel like the center, hold on, it's okay. It was just the way I was folding the fabric. Anyway, what do you think about my two dresses? This is the knitted version and this is the woven version. I love it. Absolutely love it. I would have liked the black thing in here, but it is what it is. I still love the fabric. It still feels really nice and summery. I need to finish it all up, but I need to go now, and I just wanted to show you. So anyway, let me know what will you do with the tunic, orangey tunic that I made. Let me know what you will do with it. And also with a black and white striped dress. I really want to wear it, but it has like a really nasty, it looks like it's been, you know, snatched on something. But anyway, I'm not going to put pockets on this because I don't want any more weight on this. But I think this is a very simple, really super cool pattern that you can make and wear so many different dresses with the same pattern. And you saw how I made it. So anyway, this is the part of the video where I start chatting and chatting and chatting and I lost you all. So I'm going to cut it here. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. The second episode of making clothing from scrap is the dress episode. I guess I will have to wear this blouse and go like this. Fabric is that there is a kind of a design that goes vertically. So I need to align my line vertically with that design. I'm not an expert. I never meant to show that I am an expert. I do show that you could all have a go. So here I have shown you a couple of pins with a whole bunch of scraps. I just found two biggish blue pieces from the scrap pile. They are, one of them I think is about 1 meter. You can see it's been used a little bit. I think this one is a smaller, it might just be like 75 centimeters or so. Let me show you in the form. Well, I hope you cannot hear the noises. My partner is doing some work with, I don't know, he's banging around on something. He's having fun. Today's a Sunday. Yesterday was a beautiful day in Amsterdam. We went about and we sat in the terraces and we have so much fun. And today we just decided to do our own thing. So I am making a dress, of course. As I was saying, I found these pieces. This one is about 1 meter or so. And this one is about 70 something centimeters. Not a lot, by 140, I think. And this piece, I don't know if I show you, this piece is a very beautiful, lightweight, maybe 50 centimeters that I have left from a project of a piece of fabric that I bought in Paris a long time ago. Anyway, look at how beautiful these three go together. I mean, trust I will have enough blue fabric to make something with some more blue fabric and something with blue. I always will have some blue. Anyway, I think altogether I might have maybe not quite 2 meters. So I am not even sure I'm going to have enough to make what I want to make. If I don't, I might see if I can find some more pieces. In principle, I like to see if I'm able to get maybe the one front and one sleeves from this fabric, then maybe get another front and the back and one sleeves from this. I might be a little bit too ambitious. And then from the darker blue, which I seem to have more, I'm going to see if I can have like the skirt. But I show you what I want to make. I bought this dress in the thrift store a while back. Absolutely love it. Pardon my housewear. I just put this dress on so I can show you. I just got this dress from the attic down to my wardrobe because the days are getting better, so I can't wait to wear it in the summer. I love it. You can see how wrinkled it is. I love it, but it doesn't really fit me properly. In here, I kind of have to either tuck it here and put a pin or something. I need to fix at some point. But it is so beautiful. It is also viscose and it's blue with flowers. So it's all beautiful. I love the wrap part. I love how it fits me at the back. And I love the sleeves. So I'm thinking maybe I could do with these three pieces. I mean, I say the scraps, they really are. This is not something, I mean, I guess I could do like a little cute top with this and that's it. But I would like to make something like this I wear more. You can see these two look beautiful together. And I think this one will also. I'll show you here. It is this dress from Burda. I've made this dress. I've made this dress and I cut this one and it didn't really fit me, the shape. So this red dress is absolutely gorgeous and that's the pattern that I have. What I might do is I'm going to try to see if I can put the pattern, piece of the sleeve pattern down and see if I can copy this one, because I think I really like the way this sleeve is. It's not really a kimono and it's not really a drop shoulder. I mean, it's a little bit drop shoulder, but it's not like a normal sleeve setting. But it has like a kimono style, but when you go down, it's like a bell. It's in between one thing and another. So I'm going to take this dress off. I'm going to iron it. Even my glass is blue. Sorry, I've talked too much and my mouth gets really, really dry. So I'm going to get this dress off. I'm going to iron it and I'm going to copy this sleeve because I really like it. So the day started really gloomy and I was thinking, I might just go and do some sewing. And then the sun is coming out and I'm thinking now maybe I wanted to go for a walk and a coffee. I've changed to this cute top that I made in the channel here as well. Anyway,
You know, I'm in business when I have my hair up. So I am halfway there already. Look. Okay, so what I've done is I iron this sleeve, and then I try my best to put it flat as possible, and copy the sleeve, at least the volume of the sleeve. I need to do the straight line here. Okay, sorry about the paper making loads of noise. So anyway, the sleeve for this bigger one, the curvature should be going around like this one here. So I'm just gonna copy this, the back of the curvature this way. And what I might do is just add a little bit, maybe 2 centimeters. And then I'm gonna get a ruler and make this line straight. I mean, at the moment I'm just doing it like this for you to see, but I'm making it straight. And then what I might do is I'm gonna cut this bit, and to make the other side, I'm gonna open it. So this is the back here, and I'm gonna copy the front and do the same thing. Am I doing this right? I have no idea, but I'm gonna try. I don't know if you can see the green line of the pattern. I just stitch a little bit of paper here to give myself the whole full sleeve. I learned how to do this thing with the paper from the closet historian. She's brilliant about saving all the pieces of paper, how she stitches paper together to manipulate. I'm just having a go at manipulating this. Whether it will work or not, we shall soon figure it out. But at the moment, I'm having fun doing this, and I can't wait to see if the sleeve actually has that volume. I'm sure there is an easier way of doing this. I am 100% sure there is an easier way of doing this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure that this point meets more or less onto the other point. So I think the best way of doing this now is cutting it from this end. So I'm gonna still give myself a little bit more space for the seam allowance, more or less 1 centimeter. I mean, I could measure it and doing all perfect and everything, but it wouldn't be me if I was to do that, would it? Okay, let's go. Oh my God, have I done this right? Okay, yeah, no worries. I'll fix that in a minute. Right, so this is, wow, it's a hell of a sleeve, isn't it? Am I doing this right? I'm not even sure. So if I was to do that, that's the sleeve there. Why is it so? I think I need to do about this big here and then cut it, don't I? Okay. I think I need to, or shall I just do the whole front? No, I think I should cut it around here. Don't you think that I should do that? So I have the front. I need to cut this. That's what I think. Am I doing this right? Who knows? Most likely, no. I'm sure there's some of you that do patterning are looking at me like, what is she doing? Don't worry, I don't know either. Okay. I think that should be okay. I think that should be okay. I have a different curvature from the front to the back. And the sleeve has quite a bit of a volume. That is what I wanted. So this one needs to meet here, like that. And that is the top of the sleeve. That's the top of the sleeve, where the top of the sleeve now is here. I could make this, I think I probably should do that, a bit more profound. If I made this a little bit more profound, like up here, and then go up into like that. If I was to cut this wedge from here, I think I'll give myself more or less the same amount of that I have here. As you can see, I'm not great at making patterns, but I like having a go. This is a pleat that goes in the front. It's really nice because it actually gathers the blouse. It's very nice. Okay, I think I'm gonna cut this and let it hanging and fold it.
so I don't actually remove it from the original pattern. But for this sleeve, I think I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna do the same thing to the back panel. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure that you're screaming at the screen saying, no, don't do that. I get lots of comments from you guys. Some of you are very knowledgeable and give me lots of tips, and I appreciate that. The truth is, the whole point of this channel is that I am documenting my crazy ideas and how to make clothing. I'm not an expert. I never meant to show that I am an expert. I do show that you could all have a go. So if you have a piece of fabric like this one, if you have some clothing that needs repairing or updated or mending or tailored, just have a go. Eventually you get a lot better. I'm gonna have to say one thing though. I do wear lots of the clothes I make, like loads, and I feel really comfortable with it. I don't think I could walk into a shop and pick something from the peg, put it on and feel as comfortable as I feel with the clothes that I wear. I don't present myself as an expert, and I don't present myself as somebody who knows everything. I mean, if anything, if ever watch any of my videos, you can see that actually I know very little, and I have a go, and I have a lot of fun, and I have had quite a few successes, and some of them not so good. I have a whole bunch of clothes that I might want to tweak here and there, and one of you ladies left a comment saying, what about putting the whole rack and make a video fixing all those clothes? And I thought that's perfect for two reasons. First, content, and I think maybe some of you might want to watch it, and second, I will get all those clothes fixed, and it's not much. It's like a little bit here, a little bit there, and I'm not wearing them because of a little bit here and a little bit there. So I need to fix all of those things. Most of you give me lots of cool tips and lots of knowledge and information, and I truly appreciate. Thank you so much. And some of you, I get a little bit cross because I'm not doing things right, and it's like, well, okay, I'm making the video just to show you that nobody's perfect, and well, definitely I'm not perfect, but I'm having a go. I'm having lots of fun, and lots of you, quite a lot of you, said that you feel really inspired by seeing me going for it, and you guys wanted to get some men's shirts and some scraps and putting something together, and that really excites me, because yeah, we should all do that. We have enough clothing and enough fabric for all of us to go around for generations to come, I think. Anyway, let me crack on with this. This is the piece of fabric that I have. I think overall it's like, I don't know, maybe 70 centimeters or so wide, and I have the piece of the front, one of the front, and the sleeve, and I make sure that this is the sleeve that's gonna go here, because that's the front of the sleeve, and that is my front. I cut this wedge and step it here for now, just to see, because if it doesn't work, I'll just put it back on and use the pattern as it is. I need to probably make some more patterns. Before I cut it, I'm gonna make sure that all these wrinkles are not there. The nice thing about this fabric is that there is a kind of a design that goes vertically. So I need to align my line vertically with that design. And then you can see the two colors here. They look absolutely amazing. I ironed this blue one, this lighter one, this blue one. Everything is blue. This is definitely a patchwork job. The scraps are bigger, but you still need to really think about how you want to make things. I'm really excited to put this fabric. It's just working with it. I mean, it's going to be difficult to cut, and it's going to be difficult to sew because they are like literal water. But other than that, I think they're going to look amazing once I get the dress sorted out. So let me cut all of the pieces, and I show you how I'm getting on after that. Okay, so I want to show you what I've been doing. What I've done is I have placed my pieces. Can you hear the paper? I have placed my pieces down on the fabric so I can have right sides together, so I don't cut two of the left of the sleeve or the front. So I just pin them, and it kind of gives me a little bit more of how you say, a little bit more stability, because this fabric moves so much. I think I might overlock the the pieces before I actually stitch them together. Let me show you my Sleeping Beauty. So that's my Sleeping Beauty. When I switch on the main switch, everything switches on. So hold on. Okay, I'm gonna have to replace the other one. This here, I have to replace it, and now I have to replace this one. It's kind of weird that only one gets wasted. Do you know how? Just one here and one there. That one already replaced. Then you can see the coin is blue, but these ones are white. And now this one is gone. I guess these are the loopers at the bottom, and there's more thread to be used. I guess that's what it is, isn't it? Oh, I have. I think in a video, in some clips before, I show you these pieces of fabric. I'm making bags as well. I don't know if I'm going to have time to do them all for this video, but for now I'm working up my Sleeping Beauties and change the threads. So I just want to show you how much fabric is there left from the little bit of a light blue after I cut the back. Also, I realized that this pattern, piece of pattern, I kind of extended it. And I should have really cut it. I think this is the waist. I don't know if you see the mark here. And this is the pleats for the back. So I'm trying to do a little bit longer, but actually the skirt should be kind of coming around here somehow. I'm gonna put it together, the bust, and then I'll see what I'm doing with the skirt. But yeah, this is what is left of the blue one. I hope I can take some strap somewhere to make the ties for dress. But yeah, let's search everything and at least put the body together. It is the next morning, and I think I need to go downstairs and get myself a coffee because I just put the sleeves onto the top. And I don't know if you could see what I've done here, but this is the top. I was going to unpick it and not show you, but I really need to show you because I genuinely don't know. So this is the one sleeve, fine. And this blue sleeve, I don't know, can you see what I've done wrong? Can you see what I've done wrong? I guess I will have to wear this blouse and go like this. Oh my God, I tell you what. I'm not even going to unpick it yet. I'm going to go. Hold on. Let's put it here. Oh, so stupid. Oh my God. How? I mean, how? This is a blouse, by the way. I tried it yesterday and it feels really nice. I only tried it with this one all pin and, being very careful that I didn't pick myself. Look at this. I even did, I'm going to show you something. The sleeve is a little bit larger than the armhole that I created. So I have to put like a box pleat here, yeah? And I was debating whether or not to reduce the sleeve on the bottom. I actually want the fullness on the sleeve, so I put it like that. So I even did the pleat down here. How did I do the pleat down here? I even didn't pick up, I'm going to have to undo it anyway, but I didn't even pick up, you can see the overlocking. How did I stitch that with the dart, the chest dart here, and I didn't even see it? How? I mean, it is something, isn't it? Hey, look at this. It's quite avant-garde. Anyway, I'm just going to go and get a coffee because obviously I am lacking. And then unpick it. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I changed the sleeve because I didn't fancy going through life with the arm up. So I'm going to show you where I'm at. The sun just decided to make an appearance. Hold on. So, do I love it? Yes, I do. I love the feet. I love the sleeves. I'm holding on to it because I need to put the straps to close it. So, hold on.
And I also can, what I've done is I open both sides. I left an opening in both sides of the top at the moment. So I could put the straps one side or the other side. So now is I could use it as the whole blue. I love the fact that I could do, I had enough to make the blue sleeve, the one front and the back. I think it looks amazing. So now I can close it either way. I can close it with a little cute, beautiful floral, or with the blue. So I can have two looks. So all of that was the great news that I had, that I absolutely love the fit. I absolutely love how it fits at the back. I love the sleeves. Could have done it without the bit in the front? Maybe. I might need to carry on moving the pattern. Sorry, I'm looking at myself in the mirror. I might have to carry on fixing the pattern, because I want to make this in pink, in purple, in black, in white, in another solid blue, in green. I want to make it in every color. First of all, it fits beautifully. It's very flattering and I absolutely love it. Now, I really still want to make the dress. The bad news about this project is, I don't know if you guessed it, I'm sure that you have, I don't have enough fabric for the skirt. So I'm gonna have a remeasure around the whole place, because I want the skirt, I would have liked the skirt to be just the dark blue. But I don't know, I mean, even at the back, you can see at the back, the blue is shorter because I didn't have enough fabric. So I'm gonna have to maybe make the skirt from here, just under the pleats. I love how the pleats fall. It's like very 1930s, 1940s, isn't it? I love that style. Anyway, I don't know what the light is doing. Hold on, let's come back here. We're dancing. We are dancing with the light. So yes, I need to do, yeah, that's a better light here. See what I mean? I think I love the kind of, the way it fits at the back and at the front is gorgeous. I love it. And I absolutely love the sleeves. I already have gone through my stash and I can't find a lot of cotton in blue, but I don't think I have anything in any more viscose. And obviously it's so flowy. I love wearing the viscose. It's so flowy compared to cotton. So I'm gonna go through, I have a few options that I pull. I'm gonna show you on the mannequin so I can actually take my hand off this. Okay, so I have a few options for the skirt. Let me put a little bit backwards. Okay, I have a few options. This is my original piece. I think it would have looked absolutely gorgeous with the dark blue and the light blue and this fabric. I have this, which is a panel of a curtain that I've made. I started making one of the dresses I need to finish. There's a lot of stuff that I saw that I don't show you because it's a bit repetitive. Like I love like the purple dress I made. I love making it, I love wearing it. So I'm making like a lighter version with this fabric. I have this, which is a little bit, let me put you back a little bit so you can see. The light today is just doing, the sun is doing whatever the sun wants to do. Okay, so this would be the skirt. Oh, seriously, if I have like 1 more meter, it would have been perfect, but I don't. So sorry, today I have you all over the place. Okay, so, ow. You know what happened. Right, so I have this. You know, I could actually put it, I just want to see what it looks like together. I could actually put it, this light blue, in one of the skirts, because I think I might have enough for the back for this one, and maybe one of the fronts. I'm not 100% sure. I need to put the pattern pieces down and check it out first. But maybe I could do the back and one of the front panels with this, and then one of the back, one of the other front panel with one of them. When I'm wearing this edge over, then this is the skirt that will be in front, And when I'm wearing this edge over, then that's the skirt that will be in front. I know it's a male and female, the clothing, you know, it's a male and female, and don't care. I wear it whatever I want. I've done men's shirts and they have the bottom plug as a men's shirt. I don't care. I do me and I like to wear it. So that's option number one. Then is this one. This is super sheer, but I think it will be the part of the skirt that goes over the dark blue one. So whether it's over or under, it still have the dark blue, so it won't be transparent on my legs. The only thing is, as much as I love it, I don't think it goes with this one. It's a little bit too, it's too much of a contrast. I love it, but I don't think it will work. I think a solid, that's better. Then I found this other piece that has a little bit of a texture. This is a better weight for a skirt because it's a little bit thicker. I think this is a cotton. I'm not 100% sure because it is one of those pieces that I got from the ex-designer thingy. And I think this one is too much of a green tint. Also, I just realized there's a marking here. I mean, I have enough. I could do it upside down because it's clean on the other side. But I think it's too bright. I mean, this one is bright, but this is like really bright and it's more greeny. You know, it has more of a green color to it compared to the blue ones. This one has like a little, it's cotton. This is that like proper weight, cotton weight. Oh, actually, I could maybe use it the back because the front has this cute little black red roses, which is super cute, but it's not what we're doing today. I mean, it probably will be fine, but I could always wear it. I could always use it at the back, actually. So it's this one. But I think the muted color, this one is probably best, isn't it? Because it's a little bit more muted. Please let me know below what you would have done, because it's always interesting to know what you would have done. I always learn a lot from your comments. Yeah, let's crack on. I was right. I just cut the back, one of the fronts, and this is all I've got left of the blue one. The good news is that I have enough fabric here to do the two straps, the laces, to hold the dress out of this color, which I think it will look nicer. I have some of the light blue, but not a lot left. So at least I have some for the straps. I'm gonna do that. I just cut one front and one back, and I'm just gonna go now and cut the other one from this. So basically what you need to do is you iron the bias tape open first. I'm using this one because I have like a creamy one, but it's really quite heavy. And the floral part of the dress is very light, and I think it will probably weight it down. So decided to use this one instead. Right, so you open it up like that first, and then you fold it in half like this. I'm gonna have to keep my fingers way away. I iron it first open, and then you iron it again, fold it in half. Whew, hot, hot, hot. Whew. Even the ribbon is, the tape. Okay, let me concentrate because I'm gonna burn. Hi, we are gathered here today to put this bias tape onto this opening of the blouse dress. And then I folded the bias tape, see if you can see, I folded the bias tape to put it, and basically you use it like a normal bias tape. You stitch it all along the opening, and then turn it around and top stitch it again. That is how I saw the video of how to finish the whole thing. Because there's one thing I hate the most is, you know, when you put facings, and then I know you're supposed to do the top stitch, it keep on moving, it keep on coming out. It's so unbelievably annoying that it's one of those things I hate wearing clothes like that. So otherwise, obviously, you could actually do like a top stitch across the whole thing. But I think that actually shows more than the bias tape. And the bias tape, it gives such a nice clean finish. So one day I collected like, I don't even know how many. I have a box full of them, quite a few colors. And that's what I've been using because I prefer the finishing like this. And this one will look good in here and it will be looking a little bit bright on the blue side, but I don't mind because, you know, we're patchworking here. So let me stitch it and I should be putting the skirt together. It hasn't got as much volume as I would have liked, but yeah. Okay, so I have done the skirt panels. I'm only going to show you like this because I don't want you to see the end result until you see the end result. I managed to cut the front, the back, and the other front. And I try it on and it looks amazing. But I'm just going to finish it now. I measure where my waist is, and I need to cut quite a little bit of the bodice on the front and on the back, and then just stitch it. I didn't have enough fabric, as you can see, so I have this panel from a pencil skirt that I made a few years ago, and I changed it to make it a little bit wider, and then the front panels I literally just cut like a long piece, and I'm gonna put some pleats to make it meet with the fabric. With the top here. So it doesn't stop moving. So yeah, as you can see, it's quite a lot that I need to cut to put the skirt right on my waist. So I'm gonna be doing that now, and I should be showing you this dress. It looks amazing. I should be showing you the dress in the next clip. So I'll see you in the reveal.
It's our set.
I am really happy with it. I hope the light is good in the living room today and you can see the whole dress. I am so happy. I end up doing, as you can see, the blue on the top and the light on the bottom. As always, I have a little bit of a problem here, and I was thinking of whether to put some pressed studs, but the truth is I quite like to wear it both ways. I can wear it with the flower sleeves and the flower, or I can wear it with the just the blue part with the blue sleeves. I absolutely love the sleeves. I love the fit of it is quite, I think I'm getting better at fitting. Yeah, I think, every time I make something, I say, oh, this is my favorite thing. I think this is my favorite thing. I love the fit. I love what I did with the sleeves. The only pieces that I end up using from the pattern is just the top, the front and the back. And you saw what I did with the sleeves. I'm so happy how it turned up. Just this sleeve and this part, one color, this sleeve, this part on the back, another color, and then the skirt. And the way that fits the skirt, I'm really happy with it. This is the other side of the dress. It's kind of funny because all I've done is I open both sides to put the ties through, so I can actually have it all blue or mostly blue with a yellow mustard underneath, or I can have it on the other side. So now the blue is at the back here. I'm actually very happy with this super light cotton. I wish it was even a little shade of blue, but
I mean, like a darker shade, but I actually don't mind now that it's like this. It does have a little bit more of an apron feel, but the other blue side is, I mean, effectively, I have 2 dresses for the price of one. So I've no quorums about it. Love how the top fits. So I think it's going to be one of my favorites to use in the future.